this is Mercado, and welcome to this edition of the Marketing Minute. What I'd like to share with you is what I call, are you guilty? Are you guilty of not tying your offline marketing to your online marketing? This is going to be fun. This is kind of a spin-off of a recent video that I shot titled The Simple 1, 2, 3 Approach to Maximize Your Business or Build Your Business, something along those lines. This should be fun. It's going to use the very same exact technique, the 1, 2, 3 punch. But it's going to put it in perspective of your offline and your online marketing. Let's hit the whiteboard. Behind me here, you can see a little diagram that I've put together. And this kind of is where it's the takeoff of that last video, where we had a simple 1, 2, 3 marketing approach, where we have the first piece of marketing, which is what we call a reach piece, which goes out there and finds us some new prospects, gets out there and finds new blood for us to market to. Then what we have over here is our credibility piece, where the function of this piece over here is to convert the suspect into a prospect, right? Once we get them and we convert them to a prospect, then we've now gained permission to start marketing to them. And that's what this third piece is here. This is the visibility piece. So the 3 purposes of marketing are covered here: reach, credibility, visibility, right? But over here we've got this as an offline reach tactic. So we're using a print ad, let's say, whether it's in a Valpak or a local newspaper or a trade magazine, whatever works for you. You know, it's good for us too. It's a great way still, you know, regardless, and I'm an online guy, and I'm still telling you, it's still a great way if you find the right publications and you find the right deal for yourself. I mean, you don't want to overpay for any marketing you do, but you want to see if it makes sense and your target market is reading this publication, then yes, it probably makes sense to figure out how to make it work for you. But if you're doing what most people do, they're alienating. And let me show you what I mean. Let me get a little marker here, and we're going to mark this up a little bit. What they're doing is they're alienating, and they're not doing this. And they're just putting this out there on its own. Whether that be, again, a Valpak ad, a newspaper ad, a trade magazine ad, and they're not using that ad to drive traffic to the website. Now, what am I talking about when I say drive traffic to the website? Offer something. Give them a reason here to go here, right? So maybe you offer them a special report. 3 ways to blank, or top 10 tips to this. Those are secrets that the masters don't want you to know. Whatever it is, give them something that helps send them here. Once they're here, they're in your house. This is your house. This is where you want them. Now you have the opportunity to really make something happen. So the idea is, they're here, we call them suspects, right? They haven't really opted into our marketing yet, but we want to get them to opt into our marketing so that we can start marketing to them legally. As a commercial enterprise, that's important. It really is. So we build our credibility by giving them some sort of a special report, a checklist, something that adds value to their life and positions you as a knowledgeable expert in your field, right? Whether it's your company you're branding, whether it's you individually you're branding, it's irrelevant. You can brand and build credibility. And then the idea here, this is online, so you go from offline to online. And then here we're following up with more online, right? Because we see they like the online now, so we're going to take them online more, and this could be an email series. So maybe we put together what we call an autoresponder series in the email software that we use. Now there's tons of email softwares out there: Constant Contact, Aweber, Infusionsoft, MailChimp. We can go on and on and on. There's tons of them. Use which one you're comfortable. All of them have the functionality to be able to do an autoresponder. And this might be a series of emails that you pre-write, that as soon as somebody signs up for this report, these emails are meant to keep moving them closer, closer, closer. Imagine you're pulling them in with your emails. You're moving them closer because they may not be ready to buy right here. But after we keep warming them and warming them and warming them, maybe after a few weeks they will be ready to buy. So we always want to make sure we're having our calls to action in here as well. Make sense? I hope so, because this is really, really powerful stuff. And in marketing, you don't need to do that much more than this. If you do this right and really maximize how this works, this could be very extremely powerful for you. So the idea here is from here, let's say you're a company you're a service company and you do some sort of an online estimate. Okay, well let's take a look at that for a moment. And let's just say from here, we send them somewhere else. We send them to this web page from one of these emails to do an estimate, where we ask them for a bunch of information about themselves. That's one thing on how we could take this and carry this further, right? So you can also take them back offline and say, call us for an estimate. So depending on whether your audience is more online or offline, you might opt to go back offline or go back on or go further deeper online. It's up to you. Or use both and give them the option to choose. Very powerful stuff here. I hope you get this concept. This is the 1, 2, 3 punch that we've got going on here, right? But you gotta execute it diligently. So you can marry the online and the offline, and don't be guilty of not doing that. Don't alienate this poor guy. Make this print ad. If you're gonna spend money, hard-earned money on print ads, make sure you're giving it a chance to work for you. For Dean Mercado, Online Marketing Muscle, I wanna thank you, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.